Hello friends, the topic of discussion in this video is class template with single parameters. So before going into the program, I'm just going to give you a brief overview of what is actually a template. Template, which is a newly introduced concept, can be used to create classes and functions that can work with any data type. So this can help us to create generic classes or functions. Using one generic class or one generic function, the programmer can define functions or classes that can work with any data type. So templates enable us to define generic classes and functions, and thus provides support for generic programming. A template can be used to create a family of classes or functions. So in this program, I'm going to explain the class template concept with implemented with single parameters. Class templates can be also implemented with multiple parameters, but in this program, which I'm going to show you, I have implemented the concept of class template with single parameter. So let us straight away go to the program and explain you line by line of the code which I have written for you. Yes, this is the program. So hash include iostream using namespace std, and after that, this is the way in which class template can be defined. That is template within angular bracket class y. I have used the letter y. You could have used any other letter of your choice. So after that, I have defined a class which is named as temp, under which there are two data members a and b, and which are of the data type y. So y is the generic data type which is to be applied in this program. So y can be an integer, y can be implemented as a float data type, it can be used as a double data type. So as per our requirement, we can use this y in different situations to act in a different manner. That is, y can take the shape of any argument, any data type rather. That is, it can take integer, it can take float, it can take double, and in this way, this y is a generic data type. So after that, public under the public section, I've defined a constructor, which is a parameterized constructor, where the formal arguments are both of the generic data type y, yx, yy, with which I have initialized the two data members a and b. After that, put data function helps us to display the values of the data members a and b. In the main section, the line to be noted is the creation of object. That is, temp t1 is the creation of object with 5 comma 7 as the actual arguments, which will be copied to the formal arguments x and y to be initialized, which are going to initialize the data members a and b. And within angular bracket, I have given a data type int. So this is the way in which we can write generic programs in C++, that is temp T1. So T1 is an object of the class temp. So in this way, we can see in this line, we can see that I have used the data type int to be the generic, to be the specific data type to be applied to the generic data type y. So y will now act as an integer data type for this particular object t1 having actual parameters 5 comma 7. After that, I have displayed the uh, data members a and b by the put data function in this way. So t1 dot put data, and after that I have yet again instantiated the class temp with another object t2 with arguments like this 5.5 and 7.7, which can be easily seen to be arguments of float data type, and here I have taken the float data type in angular brackets to make this generic data type y to behave as a float data type. So in this way, this t2 object has been initialized with 5.5 and 7.7, which are the values of x and y, which are going to initialize the data members a and b. And after that, I have displayed the values of a and b by the function put data by this statement t2 dot put data. So we can expect the program to be giving the output of For this T1, it will be A is equal to 5 and B is equal to 7, and for T2, it will be A is equal to 5.5 and B is equal to 7.7. So let's see what is the output and match it with our expectations. So this is the output. A is equal to 5, B is equal to 7, and A is equal to 5.5 and B is equal to 7.7. So what is being seen over here is nothing but it is exactly the same output as we have expected from the program. So I will just press any key to continue, and after this explanation of this program, I hope the concept of class template with single parameter is clear to you. And if you have any doubts and queries pertaining to this entire explanation of class template with single parameter, you can well post your doubts and queries into the comment section so that I can address them. Thanks for watching this video.